So good morning. It is freezing. It's -1. So what are we going to talk about today on my morning commute to work? Well, I thought we're all getting to the end of the year now. 2025 is coming to an end. We're all starting to think about our New Year's resolutions, Christmas time. It's stressful, but it's exciting. And I thought, while I was sitting on my computer last night, I was thinking, what fragrances have potentially been up for awards this year? As we know, there are some fragrance awards. The Fragrance Foundation do awards. I just wanted to have a look what fragrances have had sort of special mentions this year, and it looks like, you know, it's the usual brands you expect that have won things. Kilian, I believe, won the best women's fragrance. I believe it was a Tom Ford Bois Pacifique, I believe, won the men's. But there was also a Fragrance Hall of Fame which interested me, and it was Paco Rabanne 1 million, funnily enough, which is one I do know, but I don't know a lot of those other fragrances. So obviously I'm not someone who can judge whether that's a good choice or not. So I thought, well, how about we look at fragrances that have made my 2025 this year. I have got a post-it note somewhere, but I'm hoping I'll half remember what they are, and I want you to comment on your ones as well and give yourself your own categories. You know, what's made your 2025 sort of fragrances of the year, let's say. And yeah, just give me your opinions on why, and a little bit more detail on why in the categories. So for me, I'm going to start with cheapie, because I think cheapies are important to me. Look, I like treating myself to a fragrance, but there is a bit of that guilt whenever I've spent a little bit more money on a fragrance. I'm like, oh, I wish I hadn't bought that. So I'm going to start with my cheapie of the year. Now, this is a fragrance I don't think I'd ever owned before. Again, my brother had it, and that's where it started, essentially. And it's Milton Lloyd Success. You can get this on Amazon for about £4 or £5. And obviously it's Black Friday at the minute, so I'd definitely consider that one if you're interested. Essentially, it's like a nice lemonade sort of smell. It's a 55ml bottle, and it's got the biggest atomizer in the world. Now, I actually said at the time this was a good thing, but it sprays far too much. I've never gone through 50ml in under a week until now, and yeah, it sprays really strong. So you do go through it. Yes, it's cheap, but you'll go through them just like water. However, they are fantastic, and that Milton Lloyd Success one is such a nice smelling spray. Performance is really good, which isn't great normally in a soft citrus, but if you like that sort of soft lemonade sort of smell, and just that nice calming feeling of relaxation. Obviously when it's cold like this it doesn't feel like it, but it is a bit of an icy lemonade. This is great. So I think it's one of those fragrances it's never going to get any hype and nobody's going to really know about it, and that's what I really like about it. You know, I think it's one that I like, fragrances that go a bit under the radar, and yeah, this one's never going to get any hype online. So if you like that sort of cheap, that's again an easy to wear fragrance, cheap, nobody really knows about it, I'd recommend this one. Good performance, and yeah, I'm a big fan of it. Second one I'm going to go into sort of compliments now. So what's been my compliment getting fragrance of the year? Well, look, I've had quite a few different compliments this year, but I think the one that I'll always wear and it will get noticed, whether it's, to be honest, compliments or not, is Lush, this Rose Jam. I haven't currently got that one at the minute, and I need to get it again because I'd love to do a fitness fragrance review on this one. As you can imagine, Rose Jam is a sort of jammy rose, but it has got the body spray in it. It's not as sweet as you think. You'd think that jam would give that really sort of sickly sweetness. It's certainly more floral heavy. Some people might say it's a little bit like your grandma smells. It's certainly not what you traditionally associate with a men's fragrance. It's definitely more feminine. However, when I've been working in school environments, people constantly mention this one. It is huge for compliments as well. I remember wearing this in a school hall when I was doing an after lunch club, and a couple of the staff I came back in the room. I'd gone out the hall to go and collect a couple of the children to do the session, and they said, "Oh, it's you smell." We wondered what that smell was coming from, you know, in a positive way. I said, "Oh, it's really lovely that." And yeah, I've had assemblies that have been stopped because I've been wearing this fragrance. You know, it's a super strong fragrance. If you want a pure up, strong fragrance that's going to just fill up a room. This is that one. This fills a room. It'll just get noticed. If you just want to get noticed and you're not too worried about it being particularly a mass pleasing scent, this is it. It's not that it's not mass pleasing, but rose is quite a funny note. It's quite a big note to pull off if you're someone getting into fragrances. It's a bit daring. So that's that one. Well, I'm gonna have to look at my post-it note now. I think I know what I've put, but I'm half between a buttermint and a post-it note at the moment. Where is it? I know my third one. Right. I wrote these in the middle of the night. Right. Okay. Right, yes. There's one that's very recent. Okay. Let's go for surprise scent next. So, my surprise scent, what do I mean by surprise? Well, essentially, I sprayed it and I didn't expect it to smell like it does, and it's just caught me off guard. In a positive way, because it wouldn't be up for the award otherwise. So my surprise scent is Ultra Glitch by Zara, one I've recently just bought. Strawberry cream pastry. I've just done a fitness fragrance review on it, so please check that one out. I've never known a fragrance brand really promote that the highlight of their fragrance is one synthetic molecule, and that's what they've done here. They've got this gourmand accord which smells like a strawberry cream pastry, and yes, it's probably in some ways almost too good, because you don't really, I've said this before, you don't really want to smell of food, but it does have this very lovely toasty smell to it. I just love it. It's not what you traditionally smell in a fragrance, but it takes you to that nice bakery where you're on holiday, or you're just sitting at home by the fire. It's like a hug in a fragrance, basically. A nice sweet strawberry cream pastry. And it just makes you feel happy, relaxing, calm, night in, cozy. If someone's wearing it, you want to wear their hoodie, that sort of thing. And it just surprised me, because that day in London when I bought it, I'd smelt a lot of fragrances, some that were over £100, some that were, really expensive brands. This one was the one, £30, 100ml fragrance. I really recommend trying it, Ultra Glitch. If you like gourmand fragrances, this is going to take you to a different level. So yeah, that's the one for that. Now, the superhero scent, for another S, superhero. What do I mean by this? The fragrance has got me through a difficult moment, essentially, or a stressful moment. Now, I wore quite a few during my ultra training and my ultra marathon, but I've actually gone for one because I've changed jobs this year. So, if anyone doesn't know, I won't go into it in too much detail. I obviously have had a few issues with my weight this year, starving myself essentially. So I decided I needed to step away from what I was doing and get into a more of a routine. And I just needed to find a role where I had a bit more of a schedule essentially. And obviously for a job interview, I haven't done a few of them for a while. And let's be honest, they're stressful situations. So I wanted to wear something that I'd notice on the day, it'd help me relax, and yeah, just make me feel good in general. And the one that gets the superhero scent for that reason, because I obviously got the job, was Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma. Fig is at the heart of that fragrance, and I love fig, and it's a really nice, realistic fig note. Now, fig isn't for me a really, really popular fragrance though. It's not one that you go, it's in a lot of fragrances, but it's not the front and centre. In this one it is. It's the number one thing, it's what they're selling it for, and it's just lovely. It's a lovely fruity fragrance, and yeah, it does really, really well. It's a part right up my backside. I don't know what it thinks I can do, especially because the lights are red. But yeah, it's a really high quality scent. Acqua di Parma, whether it's the Cologne line, the Blue Mediterranean line, it's brilliant. It's really good, and that one just got me through my interview, and now I associate that fragrance with a positive memory, so it's giving me that scent memory as well. And that's why it's my superhero scent. It's yeah, I can wear it and think that takes me back to a good moment in a stressful situation. I wear it now, and if I need a bit of a calming fruitiness when I feel a little bit nervous, so that's why I've gone for that one. And then the fifth one is kind of what is my scent of the year then, my fragrance of the year. So what fragrances, I suppose, overall wowed me the most this year? And it's one that I smelt last year, to be honest, but I need to do a fitness fragrance review on it, so that'll be my next fitness fragrance review. And it's Terre d'Hermès Eau Givre. So a bit boring, I've mentioned this one probably a few times to a lot of you who have watched this. I just love it. Now, I've always said this smells a bit like a tomato greenhouse. I've kind of changed my opinion on that in recent times. It's just a lovely, lovely, very realistic citrus. And Hermès do very good realistic vegetal type fragrances. They take you back to nature. Whether that's the original Terre d'Hermès with the orange, sort of earthy orange smell, with peppery, rhubarb éclat. I think they do another one called Citron, which, you know, is part of the same sort of line as the rhubarb éclat. I like Hermès H24. There's a lot. I think Hermès are a fantastic fragrance house. So Eau Givre for me, what it is, it's an all year fragrance, but it's definitely obviously more summer heavy with the citruses. But I wore it last night. It's super strong. My brother notes it. He always mentions it. He really likes that one, and what I like is it's one he hasn't owned that he'd like. So I know it's a good fragrance in that sense. And yeah, I think it's just a very good price, and I think it'll just do a lot of jobs for a lot of people. I can't see it not being mass pleasing for all ages. I'm not saying a younger person would really want to wear it, but I think it's fantastic. So they are my 5. Miltonoid Success for your cheapie, Rose Jam for your compliment, obviously Eau Givre I've just mentioned. I'm trying to remember what the other 2 were. Ultra Glitch, if you just want one that just literally will take you by surprise. Figo di Amalfi is my superhero scent. And I just wanted to give some honourable mentions as well, just to finish as well. So what other fragrances, because obviously I've tried more this year, and I do appreciate fragrances whether I love them or not. And there's one that I want to say, another one from Lush, Mr. Wallet. When I first started doing these YouTube videos, I believe Mr. Wallet was probably the first video. If anyone has, you know, got into my videos, it's probably one of the first videos you watch, because I wasn't going to do fragrance videos. I was just going to literally just stop doing the videos after my ultra, do a few travel ones with my brother so my nan could watch them. But yeah, that one did really well, and people said, oh, I liked that. And Mr. Wallet's just like this really weird minty smell. Never had a fragrance that smelled like that at all. And I don't love it. It's a bit licoricey. It's weird. It's a weird smell, but it fascinates me. And again, I'm a big fan of fragrances that you just go, it fascinates me. I've never smelled anything like that before, and if you're wearing it, I know that it's that fragrance because nothing else smells like it. I like that one that challenges and breaks away maybe from the mold. I think other ones I want to give a special mention to, ones like Calvin Klein Obsession, because I think obviously they're old school fragrances, but I still think they're very good old school fragrances. CK1 Shock I got back again this year as well. Really love that one. I think another one I want to mention, which I don't think I've ever really mentioned before, I believe it's a Comme des Garçons one. I think it's called Ambar. If you like Acqua di Parma Cologne, the original, that one is a brilliant sort of. It's not. I don't think you can ever put Comme des Garçons on the clothes. It's a bit grassier. But yeah, if you like that sort of Cologne, Acqua di Parma Cologne smell, that one's a brilliant one for a brilliant price as well. There was some I tried the other day, and I'll find a picture for this video. Can't remember what they were called, but I smelt them in Liberty, and whatever the brand was, essentially they did them. They called like Hotel Lobby, 4 PM Matinee, Third Date. They were some really nice fragrances, so I'll find the brand and put them on here. And I recommend them as well. And as I said, if I'd bought them and given them more of a try, they might have been up for an award because they were really nice fragrances. But yeah, that's it sort of for today anyway. Turned up at work now, not too bad a journey, no dramas. And yeah, as I said, let me know your fragrances. Let me know the ones that you've bought this year that have made your 2025 a little bit better, and maybe some that honourable mentions that maybe you'll try next year, because yeah, I'm always on the lookout for more. You're never going to run out of buying fragrances, that's for sure, and for that reason I'm probably never going to run out of doing videos. So hope you've enjoyed this one today, and yeah, plenty more videos to come. So a lot of fitness fragrance reviews and things. Hopefully you'll join me for them. Catch you later.